Hi and welcome to the Brioche Crochet Square tutorial. In these videos I will show you how to do the basics of the brioche crochet, and I will also show you the first rounds of this square, which should give you a very good start, and then you should be able to read the rest of the instructions, and you can also refer to the pictures which I made for every round of the square. So first we will start with the first rounds of the square, and then in the next video I will show you how to join two motifs invisibly so that you get the seamless look. For brioche crochet it's good to choose the light and the dark colors so that they have enough contrast, otherwise you will not see the patterning well. You can see here that I chose the light cream or white and dark ruby or almost brown, and you can see that this patterning is really well seen. But if you take the colors which are more or less the same, then you will not get the same result. So please choose the light and the dark. And we will start the brioche square with round 1. Round 1 is done with yarn A, and I chose the light shade for yarn A, but of course you can do it in the opposite way and take the dark yarn for yarn A. So first we need to make an adjustable ring. I make it really in an easy way, so I just make the loop, insert the hook into this loop, yarn over, and draw through loop. And chain 1, it's not a stitch, and 8 single crochets into the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. After you do all the stitches, you tighten the ring by pulling this tail, and you should finish this round with a slip stitch into the first stitch. So insert the hook onto the both loops, yarn over, and make a slip stitch. And that's round 1. Round 2 is done with the same color. First we need to chain 8, which will count as the first double stitch and a space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you should skip the next stitch and make a double crochet into the next stitch. See, we have this space. Now we chain 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over, skip the next stitch, and work the double crochet into the next one. And we need this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over, skip next stitch, and make a double into the next one. You see that we have 4 doubles already. So this first one, which is 2 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we only need to make 6 chains, 3, 4, 5, 6, and finish this round into the second chain from the starting chain 8. Here is how it looks after round 2. On round 3 we will introduce the new color, which is yarn B, and it's dark in my case. I will join it by just yarn over and pull through the loop, and that also counts as first chain. So I only need to make okay, so it's the first chain, which as on the previous round it's not a stitch, so we make 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and now we need to work double chain to double into the skipped stitch of round 1. So here is the skipped stitch of round 1, and we will make double here, but we should make them, these 2 doubles, in front of this chain space. So in yarn over, insert the hook into this skipped stitch in front of the chain. You can also just fold this chain on the back side, and then you will only see this skipped stitch here. So you insert the hook here, complete one double crochet, chain 2, and complete this the double, another one into the same stitch here. And this is the end of the repeat. So now we will chain 3 again, skip this double crochet of the opposite color, and make double chain 2 double into the next skipped stitch. Again, fold it like this and insert the hook into this skipped stitch and work double chain 2 double, and repeat it around. So you will have 2 more spots for double chain 2 double here, and I will see you here where we will join the round. We are almost at the end of round 3. We only need to join with a slip stitch into the first chain 3 space. And let's have a look what we have. We have 2 layers, dark and light, and they are not connected in any way. Only here where you started this round, but otherwise they are not connected at all, and this is how it should look after round 3. Round 4 is done with yarn A again, so you leave yarn B on the wrong side, take yarn A on the wrong side, bring it up, and make chain 2 and change to yarn A in first chain. So that was chain 1, and we only need another chain. So we are ready for round 4. Round 4 and all other rounds with yarn A will start with a fan stitch. Fan stitch is a combination of double, chain 2, front post treble, chain 2 and double, which are all made in the same corner stitch from 2 rounds below of the same color. So here we will be working not into the double but into the chain 2 space in this chain, because we started round 2 with the chains, but they counted as the double. So first we need to make the double on top of this corner stitch, and again we should work in front of work. It means that as on the previous round, you will fold it like this and insert the hook into this corner stitch, but in our case it's chain 2, and make the double. Now we chain 2 and make front post treble around the same stitch, so yarn over twice, insert the hook behind this post and complete the treble. And we only need to make another double into the same stitch, so chain 2, yarn over, and fold this treble to the front of your work so that you can see the same stitch where you made the first double, and you should make the second double just into the same spot where you made the first one. So you make the double here, and that's the fan stitch. You see that it consists of 3 stitches, and this front post treble, that is the corner of your square. If you have a look at the square, you see these corners. So those are those fan stitches. You see double, front post treble, double, double, front post treble, double. So they are all lined up, and front post trebles, they form this line in the corner of the square. If you're not sure, you can see it clearly on the next round. Please mark this front post treble, and then you will be sure where is the corner of your square. Now we need to chain 2 and make a brioche double crochet into the next V. Brioche double crochet, it's my abbreviation for a double, which is worked into the space of the same color inside the V. V, it's the shape which is formed by 2 doubles. Here you see this V, And inside this V, you can see this chain 2 space of the same color as yarn A. You see it here. So we will work the brioche double crochet exactly in the same way as I show you right now. So you will insert the hook into the V, grab this chain space, bring it up, and complete the double here. So let's do it. Yarn over, insert the hook into the V, put it under this chain and complete the regular double. This is how it looks. Chain 1, and we start the repeat all the way again. So now we need to make the fan stitch in this corner, double, yarn over. Please remember that you should work in front of the chains, so fold this chain of the opposite color on the wrong side, yarn over, insert the hook on the top of this double of the same color, make the double, chain 2, front post treble around the same stitch, which is the corner, the next one, chain 2, fold this front post treble to the front of your work and complete the double crochet into the same stitch. You see that this is the top of this double from round 2, and we should make the double crochet into the same stitch. So we made the first one here, and we should make the second one exactly in the same spot. Here is the next corner, chain 2 and brioche double crochet into the next V. Here is the next V, yarn over, insert the hook into the V, grab it, this chain space of the same color, and complete the regular double crochet into the same in this space. So I made 2 repeats. You make 2 more, and I will see you here where we will join round 4. We are at the end of the round. Last chain 2 was made, and we only need to join the round to do the first double crochet of the fan stitch, and also make a slip stitch into the next chain 2 space so that you finish this round exactly before this front post treble, which is also the corner stitch. And here is how it looks. You see that we connected these 2 layers so they are not loose anymore, and on the right side we have this start the patterning for the square, and on the back side we have this stripe. So on all the next rounds we will form the stripes on the wrong side. This is the wrong side of the square, and on the right side you will be doing the patterning with the lines with the front posts. Okay, so see you on the next round. We are at round 5, which is done with yarn B. So you leave yarn A on the wrong side, take yarn B on the wrong side, make chain 1 to change the color, and you see this float of yarn on the back side. Please don't make it too tight or too loose, because otherwise you will have these loose floats on the wrong side. But just do it in a normal way so that your work is not pulled. I can show you on this sample. You see here there is the seam where we started the round, and you see these floats of yarn A and B on the wrong side, and they are not too loose, not too tight, just normal. So you should do the same on your square. Round 5 is started with chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and basically all rounds with yarn B will start in the same way. So you skip the corner front post treble here and make a brioche double crochet inside this V. You remember that brioche crochet double crochet is made into the space of the same color as the current yarn. So you find this V, here it is, you see this space inside this V, so you insert the hook like this, grab this space and complete the double crochet here. Then you chain 2 and make front post treble around the double or stitch of the same color below, so you skip this stitch of the opposite color and make front post double around the next one. And on all next rounds you will work around the stitches of the same color always. Chain 2, skip this stitch of opposite color and work around the stitch of the same color. So we made it twice. Chain 2 and again a brioche crochet inside this V, yarn over, insert the hook into this V, grab this space of the same color and complete the double. And this is the repeat. You see, this is one side of the square. I will show you again. Chain 3, skip this corner stitch, brioche crochet into the next V, a chain 2, front post double and repeat it once more. Chain 2, front post double, chain 2 and brioche double crochet into the next V. So insert the hook into this V. If you don't see this space clearly, so you can just fold it to the front, find this space. It's the chain 3 space from the 2 rounds below. So you just grab this space, pull it through V and make a double brioche double crochet here, and continue this round until you come here. So you will make the last chain 2 space, make the last brioche double crochet in this V. You see this V here. So that was double, front post treble double. This is the fun stitch, which has 2 V's. So we did the brioche double crochet on this side, and we need another one on this side for the symmetry. So you just insert the hook here, make the last brioche double crochet here, and join the round with a slip stitch into the first space, and that will be round 5. After 5 rounds, we can already see the start of the patterning. We can see these light lines and dark lines. So on the next rounds, we will just grow them and form the increases, the decreases for the curved line and the pattern. Round 6 is done with round A again. Leave yarn V on the wrong side, take yarn A, chain 1 and change the color, and chain 1 more. As on round 4, we start with a fan stitch. So yarn over, you see this corner front post treble, so we make the double in front of work, always remember that. Chain 2, front post treble around the same stitch, chain 2 and double on top of the same stitch. So fold it to front, find this top of the stitch and insert the hook here and complete the next double. That's the fun stitch. And front post treble, you remember we talked about this, it's the corner of your square. And now we need chain 2 and make front post double 3 times. Again, remember that you always work around the stitches of the same color, so not here it will go, but you will skip this one, chain 2, skip this one, and work around the next stitch of the same color, always. And make it 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And chain 2 to finish the repeat. This is how one side looks, and we will make the fan stitch into the next corner. Yarn over, double crochet into the corner stitch, chain 2, front post treble with yarn over twice, chain 2 and double crochet on top of the same stitch. So fold it to the front, find this top of the stitch and make the double here. And again, chain 2 and front post double, around the stitches of the same color for the next side. Second, chain 2 and third, and chain 2. Here is another side, and you will go around until you come here. You will make the last chain 2 space, join with a slip stitch into the first double and make the slip stitch into the next space, and that will be the end of round 6. Round 7 is basically almost the same as round 5, but you will just work more stitches. Chain to yarn B, chain 3, 2, 3, make brioche crochet into the next V here, and chain 2 front post double 4 times around the stitches of the same color, of course. Chain 2 and front post double 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and chain 2 and brioche double crochet into the next V to continue to finish this side. We don't need chain 2. So here is one side, so you make chain 3 again, and again you make brioche crochet double crochet 4 front post stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and brioche into the next V, and repeat it around until you come to the beginning of this round and join with the slip stitch into the first space. This is how your square should look after round 7. And now we move to round 8, which is very interesting round. We will start making increases and decreases here, and the straight lines will start to curve. So it's done with yarn A, so grab it on the wrong side, chain 1 and chain another one. Make a fan stitch into the corner front post treble in the same way as you did on the previous rounds. I will not explain anymore how to do it, because by this time you should be able to do it with the closed eyes. And now chain 2 and make the first increase of the round around the next stitch. The increase is done by front post double, chain 2, front post double around the same next stitch here. So yarn over, make a front post double around the next stitch of the same color, chain 2, yarn over, and make the front post double around the same stitch. So we form the V around the stitch. Chain 2 and work front post double 3 together around next 3 stitches of the same color. You see this next 3 stitches of the same color. You imagine that you don't see these stitches of the opposite color. You are only interested in these ones of the same color. So you see these 3 stitches from the previous rounds. You will make the front post double 3 together around them. So yarn over, insert the hook behind the post of the first one, and finish, not finish this front post double, yarn over, insert the hook behind the next one, and don't finish the stitch, yarn over and insert the hook behind the last one. You have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. Here is the front post double 3 together. Chain 2 and make the increase around the next stitch of the same color. So front post double, chain 2, front post double around the same next stitch of the same color, and chain 2, which will be the end of the side. So now we will make the fan stitch into the next corner here, and continue repeating the same stitches around all the rest 3 sides. So I'm doing the fan stitch, chain 2, double crochet on top of the same stitch, and you will continue with increase around this stitch, front post double 3 together around these 3 stitches, and increase around this stitch, and continue and complete all 3 sides until you come to the beginning and just join in the same way as you did for the previous rounds. I would like to show just a few words about this front post double 3 together. Your idea, it's very important that you keep the side straight after every round. Of course, on the next rounds, they can be pulling a little bit at the center, because I will show you with the sample. You see here we have these front post doubles 3 together. This is the one we have just made. See, this one. So it's still straight, but on the next beads here and here, these parts, the center of the side, might pull a little bit to the center. So it will not be straight, but you will have the, like I will show you on the you will have a kind of the waves like this. If you are having these waves and they worry you, please replace the front post double 3 together with front post treble 3 together. It means that every stitch will be made with 2 yarn overs instead of just 1. And then it will help you to make these decreases a little bit taller, and they should not pull your work on the side. So your aim is to keep it as straight as it's possible after every round. So you just complete round 8, and I will see you for the round 9. Round 9 is very similar to what we have done already on the previous round. We change to yarn B, chain 3, skip the corner stitch and make a brioche double crochet into the next V. And chain 2, front post double around the next stitch of the same color, and chain 2, and repeat this brioche, chain 2, front post, chain 2 once more. So brioche crochet into the next V, chain 2, front post double around the next stitch, chain 2. Now we skip this front post double 3 together. It means that we skip also these 2 stitches of the same color, because this stitch with yarn A is above the stitches of the same color here, so it kind of closed this round. So we should skip this stitch together with these 2 stitches as well, and make the next front post double around the next one. Chain 2 brioche. You see this V. If you see the V, it automatically means you need to make the brioche double crochet into this V. Chain 2 front post double around the next stitch, chain 2 brioche double crochet into the next stitch, and that's the end of the side. It doesn't work. Doesn't want to work. Okay. So here is the side, and you will complete 3 more sides and join into the chain 3 space here. So here how it will look after round 9. And round 10 will be the last round I will show you, and I hope that after this video tutorial you will feel confident with the pattern and you will be able to finish it on your own. Round 10 is done with yarn A. I already changed in first chain, so I make another chain, make a fan stitch into the corner as you always do with yarn A, chain 2 front post treble, chain 2 and double into the same stitch. Now chain 2 and front post double 3 times around the next stitch of the same color. So 1, 2 and 3. Chain 2 and make a front post treble around the front post double 3 together from 2 rounds below. And here I would like to show you one small trick. You can do this front post treble in different ways. The normal one would be that you insert the hook behind this post and complete the front post treble like this. That's possible, but I prefer to work into these front bars instead. So every time I need to work around front post double 2 together or front post double 3 together, so around the decrease, I prefer yarn over, insert the hook into these front bars only. So not behind the entire stitch, but only into these front bars. and complete the front post treble stitch. So in my opinion, it looks a little bit neater, but of course you can choose if you like it or not and do it as you wish. You can see this difference. We worked front post doubles around these stitches and front post treble around this one, because as we already talked in the previous rounds, these decreases might pull the center of the side of your square, and then you compensate it with the longest stitch around it. But if you already did the long decreasing stitch, then maybe it will be enough for you to make the front post double instead of front post treble here. So please experiment with the lengths of the stitches. Chain 2, 3 front post doubles. And just remember that your aim is to keep it straight after every round, as straight as possible. Of course, it will not be possible entirely to make it straight, because the lines, they will curve. And after every round, you will also see this in the pictures. I'm sorry, I'm doing the corner already. You will also see it in the pictures in the pattern that on some rounds, the straights are curved, the sides are curved and not really straight. But on the next round, it should come to the straight line again. And what is really great about this brioche pattern is that you actually can stop after any round. And for example, if you want to make a blanket with the smaller squares, you can just stop here, and you already have this small flower in the center. So you can stop here, and you can stop here. So after every few rounds, you can stop, and you will get the finished nice look. So you can basically make one square, one large square, if you use smaller squares to match them, and you can play with the colors, change the colors. For example, take the same color for yarn A, but take the different colors for yarn B, the darker, the lighter, completely rainbow, anything, and that will make your project your own, and it will not look as anything else. So this square can be used for the blankets, for the pillows, for the bags, for anything you would like. The only thing I would recommend is to finish your square with the yarn B. So the last round should be done with the yarn B, because then you can join them nicely for a seamless look, and I will show this in the next part of this video tutorial. So if you want to stop at this point, always finish with yarn B and replace all chain 2 spaces with chain 1. So the sides are not very loose, but they are a little bit on the tighter side. So replace these chain 2 spaces with chain 1, and then you will be ready to join. I hope this video tutorial was helpful and you can easily read the pattern now with the pictures. I placed the arrows in the pictures to show you where exactly the brioche double crochets go, where exactly the decreases go. So hopefully it will be easy, and I will be really happy to see your squares. So please share them online on Facebook and Instagram and tag me. I'm always happy to see your work. Thank you very much, and see you.